We are looking at the Engwe M20 today. This is a 20 by 4 inch fat tire e-bike with front and rear suspension. They sell this bike with a 13 amp hour battery version, which is just one battery down on the bottom tube there, or the dual battery like I got, and that one is 26 amp hours. So the single battery is 13, dual battery is 26 amp hours, so you'll get quite a bit of range. Right around, they claim almost 100 miles. I would say more like 60 roughly, maybe 70. The dual battery version of this bike right now is a whopping sale of $1,199.99. So $1,200 for this bike. Dual battery version, dual suspension, and dual headlights. I'll show you that in just a second. This bike is super sleek looking. I love the green color. They also have black and white as well. It looks really good with that brown seat. It's kind of like a matte green, kind of got a little bit of a shimmer, but very, very nice. 20 by 4 inch mag wheels, so that's pretty sleek. I really like mag wheels. As we go around to the front of the bike, you can see the cool LED headlights on the front. Now they do have daytime running lights, and that's what we're looking at right now. And then if you go up here on the dash and you turn on the headlights right here, we can see the dual projector headlights. Now these are super bright, great for riding at night. Very, very well made. Very cool design. I love the lights. I wish more e-bikes had as good as lighting as this does. Very, very cool looking set of dual headlights, and they are adjustable, so you can angle them up or down depending on where you need the beam at. As you see here, it does have the dual batteries. They both have on-off switches, and they both have USB ports, so you can charge your phone with either battery. So the USB port's right here under this cover. There you go. So you can charge your phone, cameras, accessories, things like that right from the bike's battery. And it does have a rear tail light, which is actually pretty sweet too. It's LED, and it does have the brake light function, as you can see. We got a 20 derailleur in the back, standard Shimano derailleur, a double wall chain guard, which is nice to see. They did do a really good job of speccing this bike out, so make sure you check my description. I might have a coupon code to even save you a little bit more, depending on if they do offer that. Otherwise, just click my link if you decide to purchase this, because it does directly support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did do that. Now the rear hub motor is just 1,000 watt peak, 750 watt nominal. Like I said in my ride, it doesn't have a whole lot of power. Top speed on this bike at my rider weight of 240-ish, 230, we're getting top speed of 25 miles per hour. Now we haven't done a range test on this yet. That might be a future video. If that's something you guys would like to see, please leave a comment down below and let me know that. There's just standard mechanical disc brakes, nothing fancy. They just have 160 millimeter rotors on the front and back, so normal e-bikes nowadays that I've seen they get a little bit higher speed usually have 180, but since this isn't super powerful, it's a pretty safe E-Moped. Dual crown shocks in the front here to give you some suspension. They work fairly well. They are adjustable with a compression knob here, and you can lock it out with this as well. And then it's got a rear shock in the back, kind of a mid shock, and it works pretty well. You got your standard Shimano SIS Index 7-speed shifter here, and your throttle is actually a full twist throttle. Unlike most bikes, they only have a half twist. That's nice to see an actual full twist. I like that a lot. And it's pretty responsive, decently comfortable grips. They work really well. I like the handlebars. They're pretty neat looking. They're similar to BMX a little bit. The only thing is they're not real adjustable. You can only move them forward and back. You can't really move them up unless you get an adjustable stem, which you can take this off and swap it out and get an adjustable stem if you want to raise that up. That way you're not leaning so much forward when you're riding. The standard display is pretty standard at that. So to change the settings, you push and hold the two bottom buttons at the same time. To change your speed, it's right here, P3. It's at the max, 38 miles per hour. P4 is what changes you from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Quick, we're at 40%. My other battery's not charged. A little underprepared today, but we're gonna take out the Engwe M20, go for a ride, and talk about it a little bit. I gotta move another bike out of the way that's still in the box. We'll see that one later. This is gonna be a little harder to get out though. I've ridden this bike once for like 2 minutes. I also think I lost the footage of the unboxing, so there's that. I don't even know if this is unlocked, to be honest with you. Guess we'll find out. I do like the full twist throttle, that's pretty cool. Don't have very many bikes out there that have that. At least not in this style. A little rough. I actually think that we need to loosen the front suspension up. Okay, that might be a little better. So no unboxing, no assembly, just riding. And I'll do an overview of it as soon as we get done riding. Can't see, the sun's in my eyes. Now I wanted this bike, it is so sweet looking. I'm not sure if I'll do any modifications to it, we'll see. But it's a sharp looking bike, it's pretty popular. Engwe makes some really decent bikes. That's the second time somebody's been in my spot, so we're gonna have to find more than one spot apparently to film. That's pretty good so far, off-road. Now one thing right off the bat that I noticed when I first took it out is that it doesn't have a whole lot of power. So it's, it may get a pretty high top speed, but it doesn't have a lot of torque. Which I found that a lot of Engwe bikes are that way. Now you're definitely not going to pedal this bike unless you're shorter. Now if this is not unlocked, I'll stop somewhere and try to unlock it. Can we keep up with the school bus? Looks like it is unlocked, luckily. Now we'll go down the country road over here where it's nice and scenic and not too many cars to worry about. usually. And it does have mechanical disc brakes, not hydraulic. Which if you're going to exceed, I'd say 25 miles an hour, you probably should have hydraulic brakes on here. I know that's another added cost. It would increase the price of this bike if they were to do that, but in my eyes, I think that it's worth that extra cost to have those on here. Now let's go ahead and see if we can pedal. Yeah, I'm immediately ghost pedaling. So you're not going to be pedaling this bike very much at all. But I think if you're much taller than I am, you probably wouldn't feel comfortable on this bike. It is a pretty short stature. The seat's rather small. So, I mean, you probably can get a custom seat made to extend it. But what you see is what you get, basically. And we got a top speed of 27 miles an hour, but that was going downhill. So we're on flat ground now, getting 25. I will look through the settings and see if there's any way to increase it. As you can see, their speedometer here says 40, but that's kilometers per hour. This is a very slight hill, and you can see it's not super quick to go up this.